Hi guys, welcome to the Royal Montreal Curling Club. Today I'm going to talk about a game that a teammate and I came up with. We were wanting to work on our little bump backs and lightweight hits, and so we came up with this game. We're calling it the Royal Singles because we came up with it here at the Royal Montreal Curling Club. But if you have a better name for it, please leave the comments below and we'll take it into consideration. So let's get started. All right guys, so as I mentioned, this is called, or we call this the Royal Singles because we came up with it here at the Royal Montreal Curling Club, but you can also play doubles and you can call it whatever you want. So the idea, the rules behind the game are that we play 4 ends, we alternate hammer just like regular singles or doubles, so there's no blank ends, and there's a 4-rock free guard zone. So the fun part about this game is that we get to utilize the entire house. We've only tried this a few times, so I'm curious how you guys interpret the game and what strategies or tactics you use to try to play this game. But ultimately, the way we score in this game is that any of your stones that remain in the top of the house, you get 1 point in front of the tee line. Any stones that are behind the tee line, you get -1 point. So we were playing that, you know, if it's touching the tee line, we still count that as 1 point. But if it's completely behind the tee line, you get a point subtracted. So, for example, if you had one in front of the tee line, you get 1 point and then -1. So that would be 0 points you got for that end. So that makes it really interesting. And just like singles and doubles, if you throw into the house, you can't remove this stone. Your opponent cannot remove this stone until the 5th thrown stone of the end. So you may want to come into the house over here. Maybe this is the best strategy, because if you came into the house over here, for example, and you're scoring 1, well, your opponent could come down and bump you behind the tee line. Now he's scoring 1 and you have -1. But maybe if you came over here to the edge, and this is where we really wanted to, you know, utilize the entire house, because these are a lot of the shots that we don't take in practice a lot of times, are these types of shots all over the house that are in game type situations that we might see in actual games. So this really opens up a whole new world of shots that we're practicing in game type situations in this new game that we came up with. So if you came over here, for example, it's going to be tough for him to raise you behind the tee line and still stay in the house for a point, right? So he may stay in here for a point, but then you're out. So you're not getting -1 points. You know, the same thing is like if you're at -1, is it better for you to hit this out and roll out than try to draw in, for example, and score 1, because you're still at 0. If you hit it out, you're still at 0, right? So it opens up a lot of different scenarios, and it was really a fun game that we found for doing these little bump backs, trying to get our opponents into the minuses while we stayed in the pluses up here. So it's a real fun game. I'm curious as to what kind of strategies and tactics you guys come up with for this if you do play it. Let me know in the comments below, and I'm curious to see what the best strategy is for this game. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it helps you to work on some of your strategy and your bump backs and your line of delivery, your weight control. It's a really good exercise for that, and it's a fun game to play. So have fun and good curling.